Deep in the heart of Arizona's sun-scorched deserts lie stories that refuse to die. Tales whispered around campfires echoed through ghost towns, and carved into the memory of the Wild West. Tonight, we uncover 7 of the most haunting folk tales ever to emerge from the Copper State, where shadows stretch longer, and legends hit a little too close to home. Number 1. The Red Ghost. In the late 19th century, the wildlands of Arizona were dotted with mining camps and makeshift settlements. Amid this dry and desolate landscape, the legend of the Red Ghost struck fear into the hearts of locals and miners alike. They spoke of a blazing red creature, larger than a horse, that had once stormed through a camp, leaving behind massive hoofprints and long, camel-like fur. Storytellers often begin with, "That night, only a few lonely campfires flickered. Suddenly, we heard pounding hooves. When we looked out, there it was, something fiery red, nearly 2 meters tall, galloping through the camp. When the men rushed outside, they found not only large hoofprints pressed into the soft ground, but also tufts of pale fur, and a shattered human skull scattered nearby. What terrified everyone most was the sight of something like a saddle and leather straps on the creature's back. Rumors spread that it was a human corpse strapped on in reverse, a detail more horrifying than the beast itself. The tale of the Red Ghost quickly spread throughout the region, and no one dared go hunting at night. Years later, a farming family managed to shoot down the mysterious creature. It turned out to be a camel, a remnant of the U.S. Army's Camel Corps experiment. However, the old saddle and human bones still clinging to its back remained unexplained. The camel's body was removed, but the identity of the skeletal remains was never discovered. Since then, the mystery has never truly faded. People still claim to see a red blur drifting through the dunes, sometimes catching a glimpse of a saddle peeking above the sand, as if the ghost of that rider still clings to the back of the long-dead camel. Hunters and travelers have reported hearing thunderous hoofbeats echoing across the desert at midnight, followed by a fleeting flash of crimson. The legend of the Red Ghost reveals the strange intersection of real history and frontier folklore. It began with the actual presence of camels in the American Southwest, and over time, the tale was embroidered with eerie, ghostly elements. For many, it serves not only as a curious reminder of America's odd military past, but also as proof that the desert is capable of keeping its secrets for centuries. Chopped. Number 2. La Llorona, the Weeping Woman. The legend of La Llorona originates from Mexican folklore, but in Arizona, the tale takes on a new flavor, one shaped by desolate deserts and cracked, dry creeks. It is said that on a cold, gusty night, the mournful cry, "Ah ah," will echo through the canyons, a chilling sign that the ghostly woman is near. According to the tale, La Llorona was once a beautiful mother living by a river. One day, in a fit of jealousy or despair over her husband's betrayal, she drowned her 2 children and then threw herself into the water. When she reached the afterlife, she was denied entry to heaven until she could recover the souls of her children. Since then, La Llorona has been doomed to roam endlessly near mountain streams and dry riverbeds, never able to move on. In the Arizona desert, dry creek beds during drought seasons are said to be her most common haunts. When wind whistles through the rocks, passers-by sometimes hear faint sobbing, or even a haunting, sorrowful song. On moonless nights, the sound grows louder, sending chills down the spines of those nearby. Those who claim to have seen La Llorona describe her wearing a long, white gown, with her hair hanging down and covering her face. This ghostly figure appears fleetingly in the dark, always accompanied by a chilling breeze and an overwhelming sense of sorrow. If you hear the weeping but see no one, the elders warn, don't approach, turn your back, and walk away quickly. Families in the region often use the story of La Llorona to warn children never to play near creeks after dark. They believe her cries can lure curious kids into the water. Still, the legend continues to evolve, each generation adding new layers, deepening the mystery of La Llorona. In modern culture, La Llorona has inspired horror films and eerie nighttime tours. Tourists in the Arizona desert sometimes hire local guides to tell the tale under the stars, seeking both a fright and a deeper understanding of local folklore. Many admit they leave feeling chilled, and with the sense that someone unseen was silently watching. While science may dismiss the existence of ghosts, those who have heard the strange cries or felt that unnatural cold insist the legend carries a deeper warning. Never lose the sacred bond of motherhood, and always respect the power of water. With its harsh beauty and endless horizon, the Arizona desert is the perfect stage for this timeless tale to endure. Chopped. Number 3. Maddie at the Orpheum Theater. The Orpheum Theater in downtown Phoenix, built in the early 20th century, has hosted countless grand performances. Amid the red velvet seats and intricately adorned interior, many claim to have encountered the ghost of a young girl, around 10 years old, affectionately known as Maddie. According to backstage staff and security guards, even after all the lights go out post-show, the sound of little footsteps echo beneath the audience seating. Some guests, whether fortunate or unfortunate, have reported seeing a slim little girl in a puffy white dress, with shoulder-length hair, sitting alone in the upper balcony. When they glance back, she vanishes. On one occasion, a young actress auditioning backstage heard soft giggles, like a child playing nearby. Turning around, she saw no one, only a flickering light. Then came the hushed whispers, "Maddie wants to play," drifting from behind the black curtain, sending chills down her spine. Security cameras have also captured strange phenomena, a shadow darting across the stage after hours, then appearing briefly behind the curtain. When the crew investigated, all equipment remained untouched, no signs of tampering, only a cold, lingering air remained, as though something unseen had danced through the room. Some guests even reported receiving mysterious gifts from Maddie, a small handkerchief, or a child-sized lipstick mark on a seat near the exit. These items were discreetly placed, and always left an eerie impression. Those who took them home rarely spoke of it, afraid of being labeled superstitious. The legend of Maddie is often linked to a young girl, who died of illness while attending a show with her mother. It's said Maddie never had the chance to leave the Orpheum, so her spirit lingers in the place she loved. Her presence has added a bittersweet romanticism to the theater, as if there's always one small spectator, forever captivated by the magic of the stage. Today, the Orpheum offers a late-night, Orpheum Ghost Experience tour, leading guests backstage, into the wings, and up to the balconies. They tell Maddie's story and invite guests to feel the strange unease that comes with phantom footsteps in the dark. For many, it's more than just a spooky tale. It's a haunting tribute to one child's eternal love for the theater. Number 4. Charlotte of Fort Wuka, the Ghost of Charlotte. Fort Wuka, originally a frontier outpost near the Mexican border, was established in the late 19th century. Among the antique relics still preserved there lingers the story of Charlotte, the wife of an officer who once lived in the soldiers' quarters. Her husband departed for battle and never returned. Stricken with grief, Charlotte is believed to have taken her own life, beside the window of her room. Across generations of stationed guards, many have recounted eerie occurrences. The sound of light footsteps across wooden floors at midnight, or a sudden flash of a white figure appearing in the darkened hallway. Some new recruits have awakened to find a faint wisp of smoke, shaped like a shawl hovering near the old bed, where Charlotte once slept. The most unsettling sound is the whisper of someone calling, "Charlotte," echoing from an unlocked room. Those who turn toward it find only darkness swallowing the space. Others report hearing the soft ticking of a long-dead clock, or faint knocking, as if someone gently rapped on the door of the long-abandoned quarters. Fort Wuka is no longer an active military post, but it now offers historical tours, including a visit to the old residence. The guides recount Charlotte's tale, allowing visitors to reflect on the wartime context while honoring love and loss. In Charlotte's room, visitors see a faded photograph, an oak wardrobe, and a scarf draped delicately over the headboard. Many leave the tour with a lingering sense of solemnity, and a slight chill, as if someone were quietly watching. It's as though Charlotte still searches for warmth, a trace of comfort, or perhaps simply wishes to be remembered. As the evening sun pours through the window, the room glows with a light both warm and lonesome. The legend of Charlotte of Fort Wuka stands as a quiet testament to personal tragedy, on a land once torn by conflict. Her spirit bears no malice, only enduring sorrow. For visitors, it offers a connection to the past, a reminder of loss, longing, and the enduring power of memory, in a place once filled with gunfire and the yearning for peace. Number 5. Wailing Woman of the Grand Canyon. Arizona's breathtaking natural wonder not only stuns visitors with its majestic scenery, but also holds within it a haunting legend, the Wailing Woman. As the sun sets and shadows deepen, those standing near the canyon rim say they can hear sorrowful crying echoing between the cliffs. The story is said to date back to an old tragedy. A mother once took her young child on a picnic near the canyon's edge. In a terrible accident, the child fell into the depths below. Stricken with grief, the mother jumped in after her child, and neither were ever found. Since then, her spirit is said to appear at dusk, wandering the rim, weeping and calling out for her lost child. Park rangers and visitors alike have frequently reported strange sounds, like wind, but layered with the faint moan of someone sobbing as they walk the rim trail. Some feel an unexplainable chill, followed by what seems to be a whisper, "My child," drifting up from the canyon floor. Professional audio technicians have even captured bizarre sound waves, low-frequency tones that travel far, blending with the wind yet distinctly melodic, like mourning. When these recordings are played back at night, the eeriness intensifies. The legend of the Wailing Woman has become a somber yet powerful part of the Grand Canyon's lore. It even ties into official park safety warnings. Do not approach the canyon's edge unless there are guardrails. But many believe the deeper reason is her spirit, a mother's eternal grief serving as both a warning and a tribute to maternal love. The night tour experience, Voices of the Canyon, is now a growing attraction. Guests wear headphones, listen to actual canyon recordings, and walk through the moonlit stillness, interrupted only by that faint, spectral crying. Chilling as it may be, the tour is always fully booked, as everyone wants to come face to face with this tragic legend at the edge of the world. Number 6. Lon McGurgis Ghost at the Arizona Biltmore. The spirit of Lon McGurgis. The Arizona Biltmore Hotel, known as the Jewel of the Desert, opened in 1929 and boasts a blend of Mediterranean elegance and Art Deco charm. Among its many famous guests and contributors, none left a more lasting impression than Lon McGurgis, a cowboy, artist, and builder who helped shape the hotel's early personality. After his passing, both staff and guests have continued to share stories of his presence strolling the grounds, as if still keeping an eye on his legacy. The place where Lon's spirit is most often encountered is near the entrance to the old underground tunnel, originally built to discreetly escort VIP guests away from prying eyes. Visitors there report hearing the faint clop of cowboy boots on tile, and catching the distinct whiff of cigar smoke, despite no one smoking nearby. The hallway lights in that area are known to flicker off without explanation, only to blink back on when someone turns around. One tale passed around the hotel involves a woman who lost her room key and went to the front desk for a replacement. On her way back, she was approached by a tall man in a wide-brimmed hat, who tipped his hat respectfully and handed her a key. Before she could thank him, he walked into the shadows of the corridor and vanished. All that remained was the low howl of desert wind echoing through the space. Management and longtime maintenance staff have logged strange occurrences for decades. Sudden drops in temperature, subtle brushing sensations, and faint cowboy laughter have all been reported. Some believe these match descriptions found in old journals about Lon, especially his fondness for nighttime walks and mischief. Unlike many haunted tales, the legend of Lon McGurgis isn't rooted in fear. His spirit is said to move not with menace, but with a protective warmth. He doesn't haunt the Biltmore, he guards it. The hotel embraces this legend, seeing Lon not as a ghost, but as a continuing presence, a symbol of craftsmanship, loyalty, and artistic soul. Today, guests frequently request rooms near the historic tunnel, hoping to feel Lon McGurgis. Some report hearing faint hoarse whinnies at night or seeing the outline of a hat-brimmed figure near the moonlit patio. For many, the experience is more comforting than chilling, a quiet moment of connection between past and present, brick and spirit, legend and legacy. Number 7. Haunting of Bachelor's Grove Cemetery. Hidden within the woods near Midlothian, Bachelor's Grove Cemetery covers only a small area, with just a few dozen graves. Yet it has long been dubbed one of the most haunted places in Illinois. The tilted, moss-covered headstones, overgrown weeds, and perpetually heavy atmosphere seem to carry an endless sorrow. Visitors and ghost hunters have documented countless strange phenomena: the fleeting apparition of a phantom house, dim lights drifting among the gravestones, and in the famous photo known as Ghost Photo 1, the shadowy figure of a woman sitting on a tombstone, arms folded, head slightly bowed, as if waiting for someone to return. Many have reported that the cemetery feels warm and normal during the day, but as sunset falls, a sudden chill creeps in, even without wind. Cameras malfunction, phone batteries drain rapidly, and eerie whispers are heard with no clear source. One ghost hunter claimed to have seen the shadow of a horse-drawn carriage circling the pond, only to find still water when he followed it. The story of the ghostly woman on the grave, the phantom footsteps behind visitors, and flickering lights at night continue to send shivers down the spines of those who dare to enter. Although the cemetery has been officially closed several times, thrill seekers still sneak in through hidden trails, hoping to witness a supernatural moment, only to flee within minutes, overwhelmed by the feeling of being watched, and left haunted by a lingering unease through the night.
Thank you for watching. If you find this video interesting, please like it and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Join me in exploring more mysteries in the next videos. Goodbye and see you again.